So today I'll be talking about the Bolivar Revolution. So let's start with phase one, disagreement with government decisions as our first topic. Simón Bolivar was born in 1783 from an old rich Creole family, which owned plantations, slaves, and housing in Caracas, but his parents died when he was 9. He traveled Europe from 1804 to 1807 and was enlightened by the thinking of Montesquieu, the works of Thomas Hobbes, and the works of Baruch Spinoza. Meanwhile, Napoleon had invaded Spain in 1808 and put King Ferdinand VII in prison after the invasion of Spain. Of course, Venezuelans didn't like that. So Francisco Miranda tried to start a revolution in 1806, but he failed. They were trying to free themselves from the grip of power of Spain. We have seen similar revolts in the American Revolution because the Americans didn't like that England was putting sugar as stamp tax and other type of taxes so they could pay the debt from the French and Indian War, and they were not being represented enough in the parliament, or as we know, taxation without representation. So, yeah, we see a lot of activity in phase two because the Venezuelans in July 5th of 1911 declared full independence with or without the freedom of King Ferdinand. Of course, the Spaniards captured ports in Valencia and they reclaimed the land. But Bolivar exchanged Miranda for freedom of the Republic. But the Spaniards did not like that, so they captured the Venezuela and exiled Bolivar. After Bolivar returned, he traveled to New Granada in late 1812. He took an important independence move there and gathered an army in the beginning of 1813, which he can battle with, and headed towards Venezuela. Of course, what he didn't know was that the Spaniards were waiting for him and advances around him, so he headed towards Caracas, known as the American Campaign, in August 7th of 1813. July of 1814, Bolivar lost the Battle of La Puerta against General Thomas Valdez. Later of Jamaica explains the struggles and mistakes to gain independence from Spain. Phase 3. When Bolivar got back, he executed General Manuel Piar in October 1817 and motivated people to revolt against the Spanish. Generals such as Santiago Mariño and Jose Antonio Paez rose up in the battlefield during that time. Bolivar knew that he was 300 miles away from Bogota. The only thing that was stopping him from liberating Bogota and ending the Spanish grip in northern South America was the Andes Mountains. So he traveled with 2,400 men facing swamps, deep rivers, and the peaks of the Andes Mountains. He surprised the general Jose Maria Barriera on the Boyaca River. On August 7th, 1819, he won the Battle of Boyaca, just losing 13 men and about 50 injured. Bolivar defeated the last good force in Venezuela at the Battle of Carabobo in July 14, 1821, and decided to name the new republic Gran Colombia and focus his army on the south. Later, Bolivar sent General Antonio Sucre to Ecuador to liberate cities there, and in May 14, 1822, Sucre fought against the largest Spanish force in Ecuador, and he won, pushing the Spanish out of Ecuador. On July 26, Bolivar traveled to Argentina to meet with Jose de San Martin in Guayaquil, and Bolívar would go to Peru and stop the last important struggle in Spanish there. Bolivar and Sucre defeated the Spanish in the Battle of Junin in August 6 of 1824. On December 9th, General Sucre won the Battle of Ayacucho, destroying the last force of Spain in Peru. Phase 4. Birth of a new government. After Bolivar freed the South American, he created Gran Colombia as a new republic.